Bed Bath & Beyond's CFO Gustavo Arnal dies by suicide at age 52. News. Harriet Edelman, independent chair of the Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. Board of Directors, said CFO Gustavo Arnal will be remembered for his leadership, talent and stewardship of our company. Bed Bath & Beyond's leaders are mourning the death of the company's chief financial officer Gustavo Arnal. The executive died at the age of 52 on Sept. 2. The organization has confirmed the O+728 CHARS. CM Punk's AEW All Out Media Scrum comments. Explained. The Ringer. Are you wondering why everyone spent Labor Day talking about CM Punk's comments during an AEW press conference? Don't worry. We've got you covered. On Sunday, AEW sold out the Now Arena in suburban Chicago for its annual Labor Day pay-per-view. All Out. The show saw Toni Storm crowned the new interim women's champion. The surprise return of Disca. +9122 CHARS. Clemson vs. Georgia Tech score. Live game updates. College football scores. NCAA Top 25 highlights today. CBS Sports. The Tigers and Yellow Jackets are kicking off ACC play on Labor Day night in Atlanta. Atlanta? No. For Clemson has started to pull away from a feisty Georgia Tech squad, scoring 10 points in the third quarter to make it a 24-10 game. Tigers quarterback DJ Uiagalelei has had his ups in +1092 CHARS. People who snore are more likely to get cancer. Study. New York Post. According to new research, patients with cancer generally had more interruptions during their sleep and a more severe case of a sleep disorder called obstructive sleep apnea. People who snore may have an increased risk of cancer. According to a new study, obstructive sleep apnea is a sleep disorder that affects millions of Americans each year. Presenting as loud snoring. +3443 CHARS. Clemson vs. Georgia Tech score. Live game updates. College football scores. NCAA Top 25 highlights today. CBS Sports. The Tigers and Yellow Jackets are kicking off ACC play on Labor Day night in Atlanta. Atlanta? No. For Clemson has started to pull away from a feisty Georgia Tech squad, scoring 10 points in the third quarter to make it a 24-10 game. Tigers quarterback DJ Uiagalelei has had his ups in +1092 CHARS. Apple Watch Pro renders and leaked cases show off a larger screen and new button. Engadget. The latest leaks and renders point to an Apple Watch Pro with a larger screen and extra button. As expected, the Apple leaks are coming in strong as we're approaching Wednesday's far-out iPhone 14 event. Today, we've got our closest look yet at the Apple Watch Pro, thanks to renders from 91mo, +1266 CHARS. Listen. Britney Spears calls out son Jaden on Instagram. Vulture. Britney Spears has suggested that her son Jaden only cared about her because she paid child support. She said in a voice memo that she is no longer religious because of the lack of support from family, who have extended prayers for her to get better. Britney Spears is continuing to speak her mind via voice memos, just a week after releasing and privating a 20-minute audio message about her conservatorship. Shushes back with another recording. This +2187 Chars. Fairview fire more than 600 acres. 0% contained. CBS Los Angeles. The so-called Fairview fire erupted at around 3:37 p.m. and was burning in light to medium vegetation at a rapid pace near Fairview Avenue and Bautista Road. Several homes have now been destroyed and 2 people have died. Fire crews with the Riverside County Fire Department were battling an approximately 20-acre brush fire in Hemet that quickly grew to more than 700 acres, and as of 7:51 p.m. was 0% contained. Captain. +1463 Chars. People who lack compassion for the environment are also less emotional in general. Neuroscience. News. People who show less compassion and emotion toward images of environmental disasters are generally less empathetic and emotional overall. Summary. People who show less compassion and emotion toward images of environmental disasters are generally less empathetic and emotional overall. Source. University of Michigan. People who respond. +440 Chars. ESA's solar orbiter just got smacked by a coronal mass ejection. Space.com. Spacecraft encountered a solar storm just ahead of a crucial Venus flyby. The Sun-exploring solar orbiter spacecraft came face-to-face with a massive eruption of plasma from the Sun, just ahead of a pivotal flyby of Venus. An enormous coronal mass ejection. CME. A BRS. +3086 Chars. Aaron Judge's poise unparalleled to Roger Maris amid home run record chase. New York Post. One guy lost his hair and peace of mind in the chase. The other represents the epitome of peace and placidity. 61 years ago, when Roger Maris hit his 54th home run in the Yankees' 140th game, he did so by driving a Tom Chaney pitch into the home bullpen in right field while in the middle of a murderer's R. +4527 Chars. Predicting NBA 2K23 player ratings that will rise and slide the most. Bleacher Report. With NBA 2K23 set to release on September 9, gamers and basketball fans all over the world are already clamoring for individual player ratings. Before they. Joe Murphy, NBA via Getty Images. Last NBA 2K22 rating. 84. This is one of those tricky ones. In-season updates pulled Desmond Bane up to an 84, which is well above average for the game's 2 guards. +643 Chars. California's move to ban sale of new gasoline-fueled cars could spread to other states. PBS NewsHour. In a historic vote in August, California regulators agreed to ban the sale of new gasoline-fueled cars by 2035. Because the state is the largest auto market. Null. Watch. Brendan Fraser moved to tears by standing ovation at Venice Film Festival. CNN. Brendan Fraser's new movie, The Whale, reportedly received a 6-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival, bringing the actor to tears. Null. Eliza Fletcher kidnapping. Cleotha Abston. Man charged in apparent Memphis abduction. Previously kidnapped another. WABC-TV. This is not the first time the suspect has been charged with kidnapping. Memphis, Tennessee. The man charged with kidnapping a Tennessee woman jogging near the University of Memphis last week spent 20 years behind bars for a previous kidnapping. U.S. Marshals arrested 38Y plus 3033 Chars. How changes in length of day change the brain and subsequent behavior. Neuroscience News. Neurons in the suprachiasmatic nucleus coordinate to adapt to different lengths of daylight, changing at cellular and network levels. The neurons changed in mix and expression of dopamine, altering brain activity and subsequently daily routine behaviors. Summary: neurons in the suprachiasmatic nucleus coordinate to adapt to different lengths of daylight, changing at cellular and network levels. The neurons changed in mix and expression of dopamine. A plus 5612 Chars. NASA captures Jupiter's true colors. And it's a special sight. CNET. A dull beige image of the gas giant is arguably more mind-blowing than its colorful counterpart. Nowadays, every time I view an image of something in the cosmos, I squint in suspicion before reveling in awe. I find myself wondering, is this actually what that thing looks like? 76ers, Furkan Korkmaz allegedly attacked by Georgian players after Eurobasket game, New York Post. A brouhaha during a Eurobasket 2022 game between Turkey and Georgia allegedly turned violent off the court in an incident involving 76ers forward Furkan Korkmaz. A brouhaha during a Eurobasket 2022 game between Turkey and Georgia allegedly turned violent off the court in an incident involving 76ers forward Furkan Korkmaz. Korkmaz, 25, was allegedly attacked. Plus 2795 Chars. iPhone 14 cases allegedly leak ahead of Wednesday's Far Out event. MacRumors. New images shared on Twitter allegedly showcase upcoming cases from Apple for the iPhone 14 lineup, expected to be announced this Wednesday. The new images shared on Twitter allegedly showcase upcoming cases from Apple for the iPhone 14 lineup, expected to be announced this Wednesday. The images, shared by Majin BU, include both leather and plus 1544 Chars. Stock futures rise after major averages post third straight week of losses, CNBC. In the holiday-shortened week, investors are looking ahead to speeches from Federal Reserve presidents and an ECB rate hike due out later this week. Stock futures rose in overnight trading Monday after the major averages capped their third straight week of losses. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 158 points, or 0.5%. Nasdaq, plus 1319 Chars. Despite Florence Pugh's fearless turn, "Don't Worry Darling" isn't a major Oscar contender. Variety. There's no denying Olivia Wilde can direct the hell out of a movie. And with her latest behind-the-camera effort, "Don't Worry Darling," the actress-turned-filmmaker constructs a sexy and suspenseful thriller. It's a film that should resonate with moviegoers. There's no denying Olivia Wilde can direct the hell out of a movie. And with her latest behind-the-camera effort, "Don't Worry Darling," the actress-turned-filmmaker constructs a sexy and suspenseful plus 1988 Chars. Takeaways from the ruling granting Trump's request for a special master in Mar-a-Lago probe, CNN. A federal judge threw a wrench Monday in the Justice Department investigation into potential mishandling of documents from former President Donald Trump's White House by granting his request for a special master to review evidence seized from his Florida home. Null. Astronaut's blood shows signs of DNA mutations due to spaceflight, Space.com. The researchers stored astronaut blood for 20 years to see how short space shuttle flights affected spaceflyer health. Astronaut cancer risk needs careful monitoring, concludes a study that stored spaceflyer blood for 20 years. All 14 astronauts in the study, from NASA's Space Shuttle program, had DNA mutation +3451 CHARS. Jets must see big Zach Wilson picture and start Joe Flacco Week 1. New York Post. For the sake of everyone involved, most notably Wilson, that answer will be Flacco starting on Sunday. Don't do it. Don't rush him. Be smart. Play Joe Flacco. Give Zach Wilson another week. Wilson, the Jets' second-year quarterback who suffered a meniscus tear and a bone bruise in his right knee. +3586 CHARS. State of Decay 3 is being made in Unreal Engine 5 and Gears of War developers are assisting. IGN. News on State of Decay 3 has been about as rare as a pleasant day in a zombie apocalypse. But Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty has just revealed that the upcoming game is being made in Unreal Engine 5 with the assistance of Gears of War developer The Coalition. News on State of Decay 3 has been about as rare as a pleasant day in a zombie apocalypse. But Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty has just revealed that the upcoming game is being made in Unreal Engine +2330 CHARS.